Now, you're going to meet the world's fastest running chef. He's a good chef, too. Here's Elaine.
And this is Roger Bourban. We're glad to have you with us today.
It's my pleasure, Elaine.
I tried to give them just a little brief summary of all the things you've done in your life. How did you develop not only a love for cooking, but a love for running and manage to combine the two?
Well, it was very simple. I was born in a restaurant.
You mean literally?
I would say so, yes.
Really?
In my family restaurant. So from then, I learned to run from one customer to another customer.
I see.
And sometimes when I will run away from them, I will run into the kitchen to hide. And that's where I learned my skill of cooking.
And then you got interested in running marathons. This man has actually run 26 miles carrying a tray with a bottle of Perrier water, and he did it in a world's record, and now you have a Guinness Book of World's Record plaque, I guess.
Yeah, that's correct.
Then where did you do that, Roger?
Well, I did that in 1979 in New York.
Wonderful.
And I did that in 3 hours, 21 minutes. But about 2 months ago, I was invited in London to run the first London Marathon. And then I broke the record by 15 minutes.
Oh, my goodness.
So now the new world record is 3 hours and 6 minutes.
Oh, my goodness.
And there was over 1 million people along the road to look at the race. They couldn't believe it was possible.
That's it. I want to show you just a little bit about this incredible man. We have a film clip. This was, I believe, a race that you did in L.A. for waiters.
This is the waiters race in Los Angeles, which has over 100 waiters and waitresses to participate. Yeah.
Okay, watch this. It's really incredible. In the studio, watch the monitors.
You will see they will be carrying a tray. They'll be filling their glasses approximately 1 inch from the top. And they will have to run down 1 kilometer on the streets of Los Angeles. There'll be about 86 this year at the starting line, and the one who wins is the one who runs the fastest and spills the least.
I'm doing this because I've been doing it for 5 years now, and I've never beaten Roger Bourban. He's my nemesis.
Ready? Can we have the girls here, please?
Uh-oh.
Morgan Fairchild and Lois Areno. Mayor, if you want to help us, congratulations, Roger, for your 5th straight win.
Thank you very much!
I have a tradition which I do every year, and I'm not going to refuse myself the pleasure.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. That's one way to drink champagne. The only problem, we waste a lot.
Yeah, I noticed when you were running, I don't know if you saw it because he was going so fast, but those wine glasses you were carrying were half full.
Yeah, 3/4 full.
And you never spilled any?
Never. And that has to do just to hold the balance in what you hand.
You're an incredible man. Let's find out how good a cook you are.
Okay, today
what are we doing?
I'm going to show you how to make shrimps in mustard sauce, which is one of the very delicate dishes in France.
Oh,
very
I love
simple
French
to do,
cooking.
so
Okay.
everybody could do it.
Okay.
So we have a little saute pan. We're going to start right away with a little butter. About 1 tablespoon of butter that we let it melt. During that time, just so we don't lose any time, we're going to put a little flour above the shrimp. The shrimp already been peeled.
Okay, these are peeled shrimp. And have they been cooked already also?
No, they're not.
Raw.
They're raw shrimps.
Alrighty. And we've just floured that just lightly.
Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, we can put a little salt. And I would say salt, put it to your taste. I never use too much salt because it's easy to add later in the sauce.
Right.
Okay, we got the...
Okay, now the shrimp goes into about a tablespoon of butter. And I would say, what do we have, about ½ a pound of shrimp maybe?
Yeah, I would say usually you use between 6 to 7 shrimps per person. But they will be a little large. So we are using smaller shrimps here.
All right.
And it only takes about, I would say, 2 to 3 minutes. If you use a gas range, it is going to be cooked faster. So the electric range is a little slow.
Electricity cooks slow.
A little slow, yeah.
Okay. All good chefs, I notice, use wooden utensils. Is there a reason why?
Well, it is a big help because we have some sauté pan that we don't want to scratch the side.
Okay.
And sometimes we don't want, let's say, if you have some meat, we don't want use fork to get into the meat. So it's a very handy
tool.
utensil. Yeah.
You also, while you're cooking, oh look, it's getting fancy. Also, while Roger's cooking shrimp, I want to tell you that we're going to finish up this recipe, but Roger's going to be out at the Hickory Hollow Mall this weekend, and he's not only going to be doing cooking demonstrations out there, but he'll also be kind of emceeing a race for waiters and waitresses out there.
In Nashville. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope that a lot of people will come look at us.
That's going to be super. How's the shrimp doing?
They're going fine. Now we're going to add a little garlic. And usually what we do, yes, we do add garlic and shallots, but if you cannot find shallot at the market, so you just do what the garlic would be much simple.
All right, a little chopped garlic, and if you have some shallots also, add that. Now that smells Italian now, Joe. Yeah.
When we cut in with the mustard, then we become French. Okay, now we're going to add a little wine.
This is white wine?
White wine, dry white wine. Now sometimes I would say 1/4 cup, but just in case you had a little more, you can always let the sauce reduce.
Now that actually forms almost a white sauce.
Yes.
Because of the butter and the flour that we put in a little earlier.
And by doing so, the shrimp are still cooking a little bit, so which is make them very nice and tender.
I wish you could smell this. It's just great. Can you smell it over there?
It's coming over there? Wonderful.
They like it, they like it.
Okay. I did put a little more wine, but I mean, we want to let it reduce.
All right, the sauce reduces just a little bit till it's a little thicker. Yeah. Is that all?
That's simple as that. But then we had the finished touch, which is the cream, but before the cream, the mustard sauce.
Just a little
so it's strong Dijon mustard, okay? So we put about...
That's a very spicy French mustard.
Yeah, about I would say 2 teaspoons.
Okay. What is it about French cooking that is so elegant? Is it the sauce that really makes the difference in French cooking?
It's the sauce, the butter, and the cream.
That's the secret to French cooking.
Yeah, because some of the great chefs, they would say...
And the cook, I probably...
Well, a little experience would help. But I want to point out to you that you don't have to be a great chef to make some of those recipes, because they are very, very simple.
No kidding. I always thought French cooking was very, very difficult. Now this is cream that we're putting in.
This is heavy cream. It is difficult if you get involved with some very fancy dishes, you know, like they call nouvelle cuisine and things like that. But at the same time, soon that you do it 1 or twice and you can use a little imagination, you can do the same way.
That's super.
You know.
I know a secret about you while you're finishing up this dish. Somebody told me that you've always wanted to be a cowboy.
That's correct,
yes. Is that true?
That's one of my dreams.
Really?
I guess coming from Europe, and I hope I've been doing a little part in movies and commercials. I hope one day I will play a French sheriff in a good Western movie.
You got to say, can you say, hold it right there?
Hold it right there, or drop it off.
Drop it off. No, that's
so I will need a little practice.
Maybe we better stick with cooking a moment.
Yeah, I think for now. Okay, all I want to do is just to taste. Tell me if the sauce is okay.
Oh, okay.
It's a little hot, so be careful.
Oh, the sauce is heaven. It's not only okay, it's delicious. Wonderful. Yeah. Does it taste like
A little more pepper. And we use white pepper. Please
remember
white pepper.
This is beautiful. I tell you what, we're going to give you a copy of Roger's recipe if you'll send in a self-addressed, stamped envelope. Just send it to Elaine Gannett, care of The Noon Show, P.O. Box 100, Nashville 37202. But an even better idea is for you to go out to Hickory Hollow Mall. Roger will be there today, on Saturday, and on Sunday. And there's going to be lots of fun, and some of the proceeds will be going to muscular dystrophy. So go on out, learn some good cooking, and watch some fine running. Come back and visit us again.
I will.
Thank you. Time out.